Hello and welcome back to the Metaverse. With a 29 character roster, it's improbable that you won't find a character you like. I mean, look at how much depth the characters mix-ups are. We have undodgeable or bash mix, undodgeable or bash mix, and if you want to get really crazy, even more undodgeable or bash mix. Jokes aside, I wanted to take some time out today to give you guys my top 5 most fun heroes to play. Before we begin, I should state that this list is my opinion. You don't have to be staring at your screen like this because I said a character you don't like is fun to play. We can all have a nice and civil conversation, right? Don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps my channel out a lot. And with all this out the way, let's get started, shall we? Coming in first we have Peacekeeper. To me, I think she's the most fair assassin we have in the game. She doesn't have any overpowered mechanics, everything she has is fair. Landing her bleed takes her from solid to mixing machine. And to everyone who mains Peacekeeper, you know what I mean when I say mixing someone with Peacekeeper is one of the most fun things in this game. It's nothing but mix after mix, and with every mix you can feel the salt build in your opponent because they know they just got shitted on. Coming into our number 4 spot is the real monkey, Shaolin. Just like Peacekeeper, nothing he has is overpowered, everything he does is fair and doesn't feel like he didn't have to work for that damage. He has no opener or free way to get into his chi stance, which means he has to get creative to open you up. There is no word to describe the feeling of making every right read with Shaolin and then pausing in chi stance to emote on your opponent to prove you're their fucking dad at this game. Would I like him to be reworked? With the way Ubi has been reworking people lately, well, I'm kind of scared for them too, since I feel like they're foregoing character identity for character viability. Our number 3 spot goes to Valkyrie. For those who have been on the channel a while, they know I just made the switch back to her after putting Gladiator down. I used Valkyrie before, but that was back when she first got reworked. I got mostly all her eps when she was absolute ass. Now that I've come back to her, I can say with absolute certainty that she is so much fun to play. Mixing with her just feels like you're making one giga-brained read after another giga-brained read. Every time I land her sweep, I feel like God himself is saying, "Well done, young Metaverse." I swear, deflecting with her just feels like I can solve World War III by my fucking self. Number 2 is Zhanhu. I love dodge cancel characters. I think they're super fun because of the amount of pressure you can lay onto your opponents. He's ridiculously oppressive but can be stopped if you know what you're doing. I think his dodge cancels done right. He isn't flying around the fucking map like Orochi, or limited like Shaolin, Zucker and PK. He can do it at any point but can be punished for doing it too often. For me, it's mostly his anti-gank potential. 1v4ing with Zhanhu and coming out on top is just euphoria, honestly. Before we get to our number 1 spot, I'd like to add a few honorable mentions for this list. They wouldn't be in any order, but I think they are just as deserving to be a part of this list. Ahem. Shaolin. POVing someone is hilarious. Nuksha. When you get her traps to work, she becomes one of the scariest people in the entire game. Grandpa Gohan. There is no feeling like blending someone to smithereens, plus joking someone is kinky as fuck. Centurion. Becoming a parry god with this character is likely the most rewarding thing possible in this game. And our number 1 spot goes to, drumroll please, Kensei. Now before you start booing and leave the video, I need you to hear me out. This character, when played properly, is one of the most fair and fun things in the game. It's just the majority play like they sit on dildos for a living. But when you run into Kensei that don't just dodge attack and light spam, but actually use one of the most vast and versatile kits in the game. It's like you're playing For Honor the way it's meant to be played. The mix he has is fair considering how hard it is to get to it. I still consider him to be the best rework Ubisoft has ever done. His moveset can adapt to any situation, making him the true versatile character. He doesn't feel like some kind of Frankenstein's monster where he just has a bunch of random shit added on or just given undodgeable or bash mix. He actually has to work for damage instead of just sit and fart on his controller and win. I may meme the monkey Kensei on my channel, but in all seriousness, if you don't like Kensei because of his lights, then that's your fault. You can't complain about light spam. If you were light spammed, it was your own fault. This concludes today's video. Let me know who you guys think are some fun characters to play in For Honor. And as I said before, the list is opinion based. You don't have to get angry over a list that didn't include your character or had a character you didn't like. Just relax, man. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe, or else your next game will be a forced attack of Shugokis. And we know what'll happen in that game. And until next time.